This week we have these stories.
Secretary Shinseki awards 4 new innovation projects.
Another segment from our look at patient-centered healthcare at VA.
And a look at what to see and read in the latest Vanguard.
And there's more, so stay right there.
Hello, I'm Ryan Steinbach with the VHA Office of Communications.
And I'm Yvonne Rannells with the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. Thank you for joining us today. Secretary Shinseki announced 4 new innovation awards last week to meet the President's call for government to support and encourage innovators across the country. The 4 new projects are funded by VA's Innovation Initiative, VA-I2, through the 2010 Industry Innovation Competition. The first project at the DC VA Medical Center would make elements of VA's electronic medical record available to doctors and nurses on portable devices like iPads and iPhones. This would reduce the reliance on computers on wheels, currently shared and pushed around hospitals. The second project, also at the DC Medical Center, would increase clinicians' ability to respond quickly to patients suffering heart attacks by their use of portable devices to review, share, and respond. The third pilot project at the Salt Lake City VA Medical Center continues the development of wearable sensors to track and analyze biometric data to more accurately predict health problems before they occur. The fourth pilot project is at the McGuire VA Medical Center in Richmond and tests a software tool to enable decision support and standardized data gathering for treatments of traumatic brain injury. Get more information on the new Innovation Awards at VA's Vantage Point blog at the address on the screen. VA will also announce the 2011 Industry Innovation Competition in the next 2 weeks with new topics, but the same commitment to improving access, quality, cost, and satisfaction within VA while providing entrepreneurial companies with new opportunities.
VA's Patient Care Services is forming teams for a new model of care for veterans, when and where they need it. The model is called PACT, or Patient-Aligned Care Teams. Here's a 2-minute video produced by the Employee Education System that will explain.
I'm Dr. Richard Stark. I'm Director of Primary Care Clinic Operations for Patient Care Services in the Department of Veterans Affairs. The old primary care model was focused on the needs of the healthcare system and was based on episodic care, specific complaints, rather than caring for the patient as a whole. Patients expect to get care that's coordinated when and where they need it, and that includes specialized care. So that episodic type care is ready to be replaced by a new model, and that model is called the patient-centered medical home. VA's version of that is called PACT, Patient-Aligned Care Team. And the entire team will take charge of the veterans' continuous care together. Veterans really want to participate in their care, and our pact with the veterans is to provide that relationship and to really involve them and be part of the team that's providing their care. The patient is going to have better access. Preventive care and other modalities are going to be available because there's a team behind the patient working to meet the patient's needs. It's our pact with the people of the United States who expect us to provide the care that veterans deserve. For more information, see our website at www.va.gov/primary care/PCMH.
In medicine, sometimes the heart is as important as the mind in dealing with both seen and unseen injuries.
In our 4th of 6 segments on the growth of the Patient-Centered Care Initiative at VA, we see how a responsive and caring staff is striving to meet the emotional and spiritual needs of veterans.
concept of patient-centered care is a simple thing. It's one word: caring.
Through my eyes, the domiciliary and the VA in general saved my life.
As the patient-centered care initiative grows within VA, new ways to work with the emotional and spiritual needs of veterans are being created. Knowing that emotional wounds run deep and need great care, VA has found creative ways to help veterans heal. One path is through the language of music.
I went through a very bad time with depression.
Veteran Ron Salvo's depression eases through the Few Good Notes program.
This was the best thing that happened to me when I first started to come here. I didn't know how caring these people are, and I just love coming here. The doctors are great. The staff is, they're so respectful and nice. So this is really a good thing that happened to me.
You could see the emotion on their faces, and it can be transformative for them in some ways, and then also brings them to talk, and sometimes they speak about it in their group therapy afterwards as well.
And like Dr. Roro, Chaplain Robert Michael knows that healing starts with feeling the pain.
Pain is very difficult, and there are issues about pain that we work with from a spiritual standpoint. I constantly remind our veterans that what we're here to do is not to diminish the memory, but to diminish the pain.
One way that the Department of Veterans Affairs helps veterans with PTSD is by journeying to Washington, D.C. to experience the wall at the Vietnam Memorial.
The visitation to the National Vietnam Memorial in Arlington National Cemetery every 6 weeks by our veterans who are concentrating and focusing on the pain of the trauma of combat and the losses that are associated with that can trigger a spiritual awakening in a veteran.
When the veterans travel there, they each make a tracing of their fallen comrades' names. Once back at VA in Lyons, New Jersey, they head to the chapel and add their tracings to the Book of Heroes.
I went a number of times, and each time is different. You try to prepare yourself for it, but you know it's going to be a different emotional feeling.
Thresholds of pain are as different as the veterans themselves, and some must hit bottom before they can rise to the top. And when they are ready, VA is there.
I came here and I was in bad shape. Drug and alcohol abuse, years of it, a lifetime of it. I finally had made a decision that I wanted to change my life and live differently. You know, I have to say that I wouldn't be standing here, or maybe not standing at all, if it wasn't for what the VA has done for me.
We offer the element of vocational and educational therapy to veterans, and that's in combination with the other treatments that they're getting here. Our philosophy is basically, we believe that the rest of their life can be the best of their life.
Previously homeless veterans Fred O'Weiler and Clarence Barrow are having the best of their lives working at the Foxhole Cafe, established specifically for rehabilitated veterans.
When I began working here over a year ago, I wasn't that nice of a guy. Like, my attitude towards people. And being here, it has helped me respect other people, and it also uplifted my spirit. Because by respecting other people, you get respect in return, and I didn't ever think a person like me could be loved by so many people. The VA was actually a gift from God to me, because that's what I needed to actually change my life.
Every one of us should occasionally see it through the eyes of those veterans who've come here.
I put myself in the VA's hands, and they took care of me.
Patient-centered care. Be the change veterans see.
The January-February edition of Vanguard, VA's employee magazine, is out and looks fantastic, full of interesting stories and information and outstanding photography. Here is editor Lisa Gagler with a preview.
Thanks, Yvonne. Yes, we do have a really good issue to begin 2011. On our cover is a photo by Vanguard photographer Robert Tertill of Army Sergeant Joseph Lolino, the lead flag bearer for last November's Veterans Day ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. The medic earned the Distinguished Service Cross and the Purple Heart for retrieving and treating 5 casualties after his convoy was ambushed in Afghanistan in June 2008. Tertil also has a back cover photo from Wreaths Across America's delivery at Arlington just before Christmas. Some of our feature articles this month: how the Recovery Act helped VA better serve our veterans, a questionnaire that will empower doctors by streamlining the collection of evidence supporting veterans' claims, how VA's healthcare system is improving ways to improve safety and patient care, a real look at the real members of the U.S. Special Forces, and a look at how VA's Change Academy created organizational excellence at the Muskogee, Oklahoma VA Medical Center. There are other feature stories, and of course, we have lots of information to share in all the regular departments and sidebars of Vanguard. So get your copy or read it online at the web address on the screen. If you have story ideas, call me at 202-461-7427 or email me at vanguard@va.gov.
Did you know? On February 1st, VA launched the National Caregiver Support Line. The toll-free number, 1-855-260-3274, is available to family members, loved ones, or friends who provide care for veterans living with the effects of war, disability, chronic illness, or aging. The toll-free support line is one of several new benefits and services established by VA for caregivers of veterans. Others include expanded education and training on caring for veterans at home, counseling and support groups and referral services, and an enhanced website for caregivers. The Social Work Office at the nearest VA Medical Center will provide information and assistance to support your care of a veteran. Find the facility nearest you at the webpage on the screen. Just click on your state. That's it for this week's show. Next week, we should have a report on some of the National Salute to Veterans patients and Valentine's for Veterans events around the country. I'm Ryan Steinbach.
And I'm Yvonne Rannells. Thank you so much for watching and have a great week, everybody.